Students in the Daytona State College Broadcast Television Production Associate of Science degree work as production crew members in the following program.
Welcome, everybody, inside the Lemoran Center. It is a Wednesday night full of basketball, NJCAA style, as the Santa Fe Saints take on your Daytona State Falcons. Welcome courtside, everybody. Absolutely thrilled you are here. Drew Felios alongside the professor, Ted Sofianos. We've got a women's game. We've got a men's game here tonight. And, Ted, right now, the talk of Falcons basketball is these ladies. They have been spectacular.
They've been wonderful. And you know, right now, the Saints from Santa Fe, they're going to want to come back in here and get some revenge because the Lady Falcons took care of them on February 4th not too long ago.
Yeah, there's the Saints. They're the visitors tonight. They come in with a 10-12 record. Daytona State. See the banners in the air. Crowd continuing to gather here inside the Lemoran Center as we're about to tip the ball off. And the first half of a doubleheader should be an awesome night of basketball. Of course, Santa Fe located in Gainesville. Daytona State here on the friendly confines of the East Coast. There's the starting lineup for the Saints tonight. Malaya Brown with Bowers, Reynolds, Reddick, and Olivia Smith out of Atlanta, Georgia. Just a freshman, 4 freshmen, 1 sophomore in that lineup. And when you're a program, Ted, that's got stability, it means your coach's been there a long time. Shanda Stebbins has done it all here for this program.
Wow.
2 decades.
2 decades, you said it all. I mean, she's 270 wins. Obviously, that's a winning percentage compared to the 250 they're approximately losses. She's been around a long time, doing a great job for Santa Fe. Looking forward to see what kind of program and strategies she's got for us tonight against DSC.
And for the Falcons, very quick lineup tonight for Daytona State. Only lost 5 games all season long, 11 wins coming in. Shayla Bowie had a tremendous season. Also, you've got Burks. They call her Mira. Her full name is Chimera. Danae Mackey, Kiara Wheeler, tremendous in the post. And Jemiah Bryant will get the start tonight out of Delray Beach. She's a freshman.
Yeah, and you know, it's interesting. They've got a real eclectic mix for the roster for Daytona State. You know, Alexandria, Virginia, Minneapolis, even from Hungary.
There's John Griffin, his first season as Daytona State head coach, former player at Bethune-Cookman, coach there as well. We're thrilled to have him here in Falcons country. He has done an outstanding job.
And you said it, Falcons country, he knows his way around here.
Just about set to go. Jump this one up. Again, absolutely thrilled you found us. Glad you're here. Alan Holton, Ray Wagner, Alicia Rahan, our officials tonight. And we're underway from Daytona State. Sit back and enjoy some great college basketball.
Yeah, I'd say take that dinner and make it a TV dinner, Drew. Sit on the couch and watch with us.
Nice move on the inside, but good defense. As they alter the shot, that was Bryant standing her ground. And now Daytona State coming off a win on Friday night and when they took down Santa Fe, 72-65, so they beat them by 7 at their place today, trying to defend the home court. That is a tie-up right there, and a foul going to be whistled on Isabella Reynolds.
Yeah, between Bowie and Mackey, Drew, a lot of quickness. Like you said a little while ago, you know, not a lot of height, but certainly a lot of quickness out on the guards.
Last time on TV with us, Ted, a couple weeks ago, ladies took care of business. That game against St. Pete, 64-48. It was a decisive win, one that was dominated by Tanaya Gordon. Gordon will come off the bench here tonight.
Oh, exciting player to watch as well. Gordon for sure. Be
There's
looking
a
for her.
long three. It comes off the front of the rim and controlled by Malia Brown. Brown averages 12 points a game for Santa Fe. They've got 3 in double figures. That one put off the glass and boarded by Wheeler.
Well, I like the move on Reddick there. Nice stutter step, got her free.
Now Wheeler puts it on the deck. That was tipped away. Good quick hands by the point guard Brown. Saints have got 3 straight losses coming in. They feel they're due for a win. Tonight would be the perfect time for it. This one, though, is thrown away, and Bowie winds up with it for the Falcons. She'll draw the foul and go to the line.
Yeah, you said it right. She drew the foul on that one. Didn't lean her shoulder in, stayed straight in, and tried to put it in. Here's the replay, and try to dish it in with the left hand.
So Shayla Bowie will go to the line for Daytona State, sophomore out of Jacksonville, Rebo High School represented.
How many times, Drew, last televised game with St. Pete, did we mention her name? Quite a few. All over the court, tons of energy.
And a really good stable of point guards for Coach Griffin in his first season. The Falcons are on the board. Try and break that press, get it into the front court. See that defense working for Daytona State. Three-pointer is going down as Tanaya Bowers knocked down the shot, the sophomore out of Trenton, Florida.
Good looking shot there. Santa Fe, ladies team here, about 22% from the three-point stripe.
Of course, if you can hit those threes, you're going to have a really, really good chance to win in today's version of college basketball. Bowie will swing it. Burks, the good extra pass. Wheeler tried to post up, just couldn't get hold of it as Gordon comes off the bench for Daytona State.
Yep.
And here is the superstar checking into the game as Danae Mackey goes to the bench. So that didn't take long.
No. Wheeler, just a little bit of a slow start so far in this game. Mishandled one, gave it away, but boy, did she play strong against St. Pete, which again was our last televised game a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, actually, to the day, 14 days ago.
Now it's Reddick, 10 seconds to shoot. Bowers, Wheeler, good defense. Shot clock winding down. Kick it out, and this is going to be a traveling.
Yeah, if it wasn't going to be traveling, Drew, it's going to be a play clock, problem right there.
So good job defensively by the Falcons. 3-1 here, just underway from the Lemarant Center. Quick pass inside and scored. Nicely done. Bryant put it in. Wheeler, the good pass.
Oh, yeah, nice vision right there by Wheeler.
Ted, we're nearing the end of the season. This is when you've got to start playing your best basketball if you're the Falcons.
Oh, definitely, Drew. And, looking at the conference right now, Lady Falcon is sitting in a good place. But, again, even if you know that you've done well against a team, you certainly don't want to let down right now. You want the momentum, as you just mentioned. Want that momentum going into the, the conference playoffs. Not too far away from that.
Isabella Reynolds comes off the bench. And Alicia Curry goes to the bench for Santa Fe. Falcons will inbound it. Halifax Health, the official healthcare provider of Daytona State College Athletics. Proud sponsor and a great partnership for years, Halifax Health and Falcon Athletics.
Quick giveaway there by Gordon. Very rare, very seldom to see that happen. One of the star players. And there's a steal. Bowie.
Shayla Bowie hammered as she goes up, and she'll have 2 free throws.
Second steal there for Bowie.
A clear foul right there, and that could have been a flagrant. Looks like she got it from behind that time when she left her feet.
Might have saved herself there by helping Bowie up. Referee says, okay, good sportsmanship.
This young lady at the line, Shayla Bowie, after the season's over next year, she'll sign with University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. So she's headed to Arkansas to play her college basketball. She's the lone commitment on this entire Daytona State team. So if you're a big-time D1 coach, it's a good place to scout some players. Ball gets away and into the hands of 22. Bryant can't put it in, but Wheeler there to bail her out.
Yeah, there's Wheeler. Wheeler with just a couple of minutes of a slow start there, making her presence known.
Good steal. Gordon making it happen. Put it up, and we're going to have a block. So more free throws coming up for Shayla Bowie. This wide open tempo that we're seeing over the last few possessions, exactly what the Falcons want. They like to create that chaos, get a team, Ted, playing faster than they want to play.
Yeah, you can see the tempo right now. You're looking at the Saints, slowly bringing it up, coming across, almost walking it across the center line. Then all of a sudden, Daytona State, pressing the whole time.
Well, this young lady at the line, very, very smart student athlete. She came here to Daytona with her AA degree. So she comes here, Ted, strictly to fine-tune that game and just enjoy, take in everything that this campus has to offer. Great story.
Oh, yeah. I think Coach Griffin's happy to have her here.
And a 10-second call. So the defense for the Falcons comes up big. Once again, that is a tremendous team effort.
Great. And again, full court press. Going full boat the whole entire time. Like you said, north and south, Daytona State is right now.
Had it stolen away, though. Olivia Smith came up with it, threw it away. Falcons will get another chance here. Ashley Vargas comes off the bench for Santa Fe. Olivia Smith takes a seat. 6-3 lead for the home team. This is Tanaya Gordon. So much ability. Her first shot doesn't go down.
But how'd you like that stop and pop? So athletic.
Good extra pass. And along the baseline, they get a good shot. It's a high arcing three. What a shot by Isabella Reynolds.
Wow. So we're looking at 100% for threes right now for the Saints. Not too shabby. And honestly, across the conference, across the whole ladies' conference, you're looking only about 23% for three-pointers.
This is Wheeler. That's there all day as she puts it in. Jemiah Bryant, the bucket. I really like the way they're working that high post. Here's Brown along the baseline. Both teams going back and forth.
They're exchanging shots right now.
Really entertaining first quarter. And we're about midway through it.
Wow. Referees letting a little bit go there.
Now it's Brown. Running that break right now, getting the matchups they're looking for. Alicia Curry, the bucket. And the lead back to Santa Fe.
Yeah, so far, if you're watching in your couch or armchair, you're watching an exciting game right now.
This is Bowie, swinging it. Gordon, here's a three. A little bit long that time, but the Falcons will run it down. Couple players set to check in for Daytona State. The next whistle. That's tipped away. Malia Brown now has a 2-on-2. Can't put it in. This is Wheeler. Gordon, little stutter step, takes it up. Didn't get the angle she wanted. Malia Brown now tries to answer. They are attacking the Falcons here. Trying to get off to that fast start. Lowers the shoulder and scores. Alicia Curry again. Wow. She's a tough player.
There's some banging around going on right now, Drew.
Playing at a really fast pace as well. Curry she's sucking a little wind right now, a little tired after the last few possessions. Another shot from the corner for the Falcons, and it goes down as Mira Burks, the sophomore out of Chicago, able to put it home.
And there's a smart coach, Stebbins, sensing the momentum starting to shift a little bit back, and immediate timeout. Good job by the coach there.
That's what
seasoned.
Good coaches do. They recognize when it's time for a good break in the action. And it's our final basketball broadcast of the season, and then we turn the page. We've got softball coming up. We got baseball coming up as 2022 rolls on. And also want to say, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, a special event here in Daytona. You've probably heard of it, the Daytona 500.
Have you ever been to one, Drew?
I have not been to one. It's on my bucket list. Maybe,
but it's nice of you
this
to
year.
talk about it, though.
Hey, this town, from what I hear, just absolutely goes bonkers for it.
It morphs. It just changes. I mean, you've got just droves of people just coming out of nowhere. 200,000 folks. Woo!
Ooh. All over the world, huh? Kick it out. Malaya Brown off the dribble. Can't put it in. And there's Gordon on the glass.
Good job by Vargas, number 14, Santa Fe, that play getting scrappy.
Baseline. Daytona State attacking the rim. Saints really pesky defensively thus far. It's been about even. Both teams having their way. And now running. This is Gordon.
Oh.
Well, she wanted that one back. Vargas will hold it up. Get a little help.
Gordon with so much speed right there and just couldn't get the layup in.
Extra pass to Brown, and Brown able to score, the freshman out of Putnam Hall.
I tell you, Brown's showing some long shot skills right there.
The shooting has been really exceptional by the Saints, and the main reason they lead by 4.
Daytona State not used to this right now.
Oakers, she is a sharp shooter. A little bit long that time and to the right. Santa Fe had kind of a tough season in the fact that, Ted, they've had 6 games either canceled or postponed, of course, due to COVID. Right now, they are getting into a good flow.
Right.
That's a Doubt Ring, the center from Australia.
Yeah, dominating right now, and looks like Daytona State's coach going to tell everybody, hey, we need to regroup here, says Coach Griffin. Yes, you were mentioning Ring from Sydney, Australia. I've had the pleasure to be in Sydney at one time in my life for about, I guess it was about 5 days.
Good times?
It was an interesting time. It was a little bit on the cold side, but it was when I believe it was either American or United from JFK did a $600 round trip because Qantas had basically the monopoly, right, on Australia at the time.
There again, the referees. Alan Holton, Ray Wagner, Alicia Rahan. Tonight, our officials. Doing a really good job thus far, I must say.
I would say letting it go a little bit. Nothing wrong with that as long as, it's even keeled both sides, and that's what they've been doing. Not one thing can I say about the Zebras tonight.
Brown being pressured. Danae Mackey in the game at point guard for Daytona State. Olivia Smith tries to make a move. Reddick runs into a wall defensively, and this is Tania Gordon, the FAU transfer. Drawing so much attention, but so far she's just rushing it just a little bit since she checked in.
She seems a bit out of sync tonight, for sure. She's going to find her groove, of course. It just give it some time, like with any outstanding player, as she is.
Yeah, 4 players for the Falcons averaging in double figures. Shayla Bowie, Chimera Burks, Kiara Wheeler, and Tania Gordon. So you can't really focus on just one player. And there is the playmaking skills of Gordon, knocking it away and firing at the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books. 17-11 your score, and it's the Santa Fe Saints who have come out on top here thus far.
I mean, both teams are hustling. I guess the biggest difference, and you're looking at 6 points, 2 threes for Santa Fe versus no threes. Oh, no. I have 1 3 at least for Daytona State. Yes, 1 3 from the corner.
And so far, Malaya Brown, the leading scorer for Santa Fe. She's got 5 points, and Jemiah Bryant with 4 points for Daytona State. You see Tron Griffin there, the head coach for the Falcons. His main goal, once he took this job, he wanted this team to become a family. That is the theme of the program. We are a family. We're not a team. We're a family. We play for each other. We help each other through good times, through bad times. And I think that theme has kind of carried here through 2022.
Oh, definitely. I mean, any coach will, use the old adage, there's no I in team. And then I got in trouble because I said there's a me in team, an ME. I mean, he didn't like that so much, so I got to do some extra laps for that one.
When he took this job, though, 14 players were signed. So Daytona State was in really, really good shape. The complete opposite on the men's side with Coach Cantons. We'll talk about that later tonight, of course. Well, there you see Santa Fe, an impressive first quarter. They lead by 6. And if you'll remember, last time Daytona State played on television, they started a little slow against St. Pete, and then they exploded.
Yes, except it was just a little bit more even, I remember, with St. Pete. So we'll see how, Coach Tron Griffin mixes up the strategy here to mitigate what's been going on, especially with some of those open threes.
Chimera Burks dialed one up. Wheeler tries to get position, and she's going to get whistled for a foul. No, they actually said it went on top of the backboard, so no foul that time. They just said it was out of bounds. See, Danae Mackey pressuring the ball, trying to get Malaya Brown a little bit out of sync here. Good ball pressure prevents you from getting into your offense as quickly as you want to. It kind of thwarts a little bit of that rhythm, and now Bowie gets after it as well. Here's a 3 from Brown.
Low.
And Coach Griffin wondering, how does she get so wide open?
But, I mean, she was well behind the 3-point mark. She's made now 3. I mean, looking really good. A really nice stroke there from Brown.
Largest lead for Santa Fe, 9 points over the home Falcons. Wheeler kicks it out. Here's a 3, and this one is in. Shayla Bowie teed it up perfectly. Ball up for grabs. It's taken away. The Falcons have got it again. Danae Mackey. See if they can convert here, Ted. Defense leading to offense. Oh, and the ball's out of bounds. Tough break for Gordon.
See, we've seen about 5 steals so far in Daytona State's favor, and that's because they've been working it. Been working that full court press. You just saw it right on camera, right by the half court line. Doubled up on him. Now it's a 2-on-1. Nice defense by Bowie. Again, here we are mentioning her name over and over, right? Just after that 3, showing some really good D.
Saints now to inbound. The Santa Fe team, they lost on Saturday to Florida Southwestern by 17 points. They've looked good here thus far. Reddick, little spin move. Brown has had the hot hand. Tries to get it inside, takes it to the goal, and it's off the rim.
Yeah, coach ended up subbing in Bryant to go on Brown, and that's what happened at the top of the 3-point line. Nope.
Traveling called that time. Ted, usually when you have a lot of ball action like that and you don't put it on the floor, the official's going to call a travel.
Yeah. Kind of the mind works a little bit too quick sometimes, where you want to go and the feet shuffle.
Here's Bowers. Jemiah Bryant checking her. Bryant, a freshman out of Pensacola. very long wingspan, presents lots of problems. They get right by her, though. A gorgeous pass, and Ring off the glass can't score. Fresh 20 seconds. Olivia Smith tries to go right back to her, and it will be Saints basketball.
Good job by Danae Mackey breaking that up. Swarming defense by really both teams been shown so far. You'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, even though it's 2014, it could easily be less because the defense has both been working so hard.
Really been impressed by Malia Brown, though, the point guard. She's handled everything that Daytona State has thrown at her thus far. Coach Griffin saying no fouls here, 8 to shoot.
Now, I remember, Drew, that St. Pete game here at Daytona State. It was real ticky-tack, a lot of fouls. A little bit different story with this game today.
This could be a foul called.
Oh, is there a bailout, Drew?
Yeah, we're going to have free throws.
Ouch, there was like 0.2 seconds left. Yikes.
Yeah, that'll be Kiara Wheeler's foul. And let's take one more look. I think clearly got her with the body. Yeah. So Tanai Bowers, 5'3" sophomore, averages 9 points a game. Saints able to get the rebound. And a fresh 20 seconds. Try and punch it right back inside. Reynolds backs it out.
And that was a fortuitous bounce from the rim right back to the Saints.
Bowers inside again. Good turnaround. Comes off strong. Shayla Bowie has it for the Falcons. Daytona State is in white. Santa Fe is in navy blue. You're watching the Falcons Athletics Network. Drew Felios, Ted Sofianos, and our phenomenal TV crew here at Daytona State. Just thrilled to bring you Falcons basketball here in 2022.
Oh, TV crew, keep those great replays coming. You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Bryant kicks it out. Wide open shot. Oh, it comes off. A little inconsistent shooting the three thus far for Daytona State, but they'll get another chance.
Yeah, they've had some real good open looks, just haven't put it down and flushed it.
Jemiah Bryant thought about it, shot it a little late. I don't think she really wanted to take that shot.
I think surprised herself that she got that open from just 2 steps.
Mackey trying to defend. Oh, good rebound. Jemiah Bryant. Daytona State attacking. This is Burke stepping through and scores.
Oh, I like that step.
Well, she
Nice
plays
crossover.
like she is from Chicago, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Really tough,
Oh, yeah.
hard-nosed style.
Oh yeah, definitely an eclectic roster here. Certainly some regional products. Oh, there we go.
Really good drive by Malia Brown.
Drew, how many times have you mentioned that one? So it's kind of been Bowie and Brown as we've been, talking about some of the points and the defense from those 2 players been outstanding.
Yeah, Wheeler has not really been able to get into it. She was a big factor against St. Pete that night, Ted, a couple weeks ago. So that is a big factor here for Coach Griffin. You gotta make sure your post players get involved. Comes off long again. Reynolds. And Sailor Reddick. Reddick tries to drive. Bryant cut her off. Reddick again. Jump ball going to be called. It's going to stay here.
The refs are really on top of it tonight. Doing a great job. A lot of refs could have mishandled that call easy, calling a foul.
Are you saying they weren't great two weeks ago?
Oh, no, never, never. I just thought the whistles were connected to their trachea the way things were going.
2-on-1, Ted. Here we go. Tanaya Gordon able to score in her first 2.
Yeah, that's where she just needs to get in that groove, and those 2 points will certainly help.
Little lob here to Reynolds. Good help defense, cut her off.
And good job by Reynolds getting out of all that traffic.
Bowers floater, 2 shots.
It's one of the few times we've seen either team, get to the stripe. As mentioned before, very few fouls being called, and that's because it's been a pretty clean game, Drew.
About ring, heads into the game, and Ashley Vargas comes out. So Tanai Bowers, couple shots here, her second trip to the free throw line. Santa Fe is led by as many as 9 here in the first half.
I was just looking at the lineup, both on the floor and on the bench for Daytona State. I tell you, Mr. Griffin, Coach Griffin's got to have a long reach because there's players from Kizikot, Hungary, right? Hungary, yes, the country. You got people from New Jersey, Texas, Minnesota, Virginia, and Indiana. Don't forget Chicago, Illinois, as you mentioned that a little while ago.
Tanaya Gordon to the line for the Falcons. Originally from Plant City, also played some basketball at Tampa Catholic High School. Great boys and girls program there. Went to Florida Atlantic, decided she needed to fine-tune that game just a little bit before taking it to the next level in D1. So here she is, so athletic, and she committed here to Daytona State. Sight unseen, didn't even come to the campus, Ted. She just talked to Coach Griffin. He won her over, and she said, Coach, I'm coming.
I think the message that won her over is one that you mentioned a little while ago: family, togetherness, belongingness. Those are powerful words when you come from afar, or you're not a local product or what have you, and you want that team to gel. And he explained how they can make that happen. A number of turnovers on with both sides today, and I'd like to chalk that up to some great defense with both sides, Drew.
Four-point game. Falcons can pull to within 2, maybe 1 with a 3. Thought about the 3. Here's Wheeler inside. Good spin move, but better hands. Reddick tipped it away. Really good job on help defense.
Very excellent shot. I couldn't tell. I couldn't see. The hands were so quick. Couldn't see if Wheeler might have gotten hacked on that one. But she didn't seem, from her body language, that she was at all. Athleticism again from Gordon with the rebound.
Ball was just kind of skipping around, and Gordon just comes out of nowhere like Spider-Man.
Oh, just wonderful hops.
Man, she is fun to watch.
Just springs on the bottom of the shoes.
This is Wheeler. Not a lot of spacing. She kicked it out. And we got a 3-second call. So Shayla Bowie thought about it, dribbled it around, and official made the rare call there. There's Shayla. She's played well here in the first half, and it's been the defense of Daytona State in this set right here that has caused lots of problems for Santa Fe. Nice block.
Wow.
As Blessing Ako, first time we've called her name, the sophomore from Houston, got a hand on it.
Just recently off the bench and making her presence known. Good job. Good job on the help defense there.
Reddick stops. Malia Brown to her left. Boy, a lot of second and third chances here in the first half for Santa Fe. That one comes off. Coach Griffin just holding his breath, knowing his team cannot continue to give it right back to the Saints as they did right there.
What altered the ball right there for Bowie, that's in your shot, kind of got hit in the face by the ball, was just good defense. It was just a tiny tip that prevented Bowie from capturing that ball and corralling it in.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Entertaining first half here in the Lemarant Center. Malia Brown. And now Reddick. This is Brown. Olivia Smith in the lane, dumps it off. That's a gorgeous pass. Reddick finishes.
Wow, what a handoff. Beautiful. And I don't think Tron Griffin thought he'd be in these shoes right now. A 6-point deficit with almost 2 minutes left in the half.
Well, late in the season, teams seen you one time, Ted. You know they're going to bring their best in that second meeting. Foul going to be called here, and it looks like Jemiah Bryant's going to have free throws.
Well, I remember, Drew, with our lead-in to the show, I had mentioned, you know, Santa Fe is going to want revenge. And boy, are they playing like it. They were beaten on their home court on February 4th by Daytona. It was a dominating win for Daytona. And here they are. Now trying to vis-a-vis, vice versa, say, you take this. And see how it feels. Doing a great job so far.
2 misses for Bryant at the line. Wheeler lost it again. Had a hard time hanging on to it here in the first half.
Drew, I'll just make another comment that, because, you know, you and I, we've done many soccer games together. What have you noticed about the 50-50 balls also? You know, whose favor has many of those 50-50 balls gone?
Scored and center to the line.
Wow.
I think that was your answer right there as Reddick puts it in.
Reddick, it's like the shoe says, and one.
Couple bumps as she went up. And again, the defense a little bit late getting there for the Falcons. Shayla Bowie sizes things up here with 1:20. Wheeler trying to get on track. That defense has collapsed on her all night long, and now it's on the deck. Jump ball, Daytona State will get possession. Ashley Vargas comes in for Santa Fe.
Yeah, Vargas has certainly been a force.
So
both times she's been in, yeah.
6 seconds to shoot here for Daytona State. Let's see who gets the basketball. Bryant with 4. Open shot. That's the one they wanted. She's got to shoot that. Instead, Wheeler going to get called. And right there, you saw Mackey did not recognize that the shot clock was winding down. That's just got to have better recognition if you're one of the leaders on the floor. See Shanda Stebbins. She could not have scripted a better first half for her team coming in here to Falcons country.
Absolutely, absolutely, Drew. Interesting, though, there were a number of, you know, fans in the stands saying, hey, and they're counting down the clock. I mean, I guess you get so focused sometimes that you kind of tune all that out. For me, when I used to play, and I'm sure for you too, I mean, there were those who were just in a zone, but I heard everything, unfortunately. So I would have heard the 6-second, you know, countdown. But not everybody's that way. You know, we're hopefully, gang, you know, as you're watching this great broadcast with our WDSC crew, coming out of this, you know, Omicron, you know, a number of states, Drew, I'm sure you've seen, they're telling the students it's okay to show up maskless.
Now, you being a proud Greek, I think you may have to say it a little better than that. Omicron, Omicron.
Omicron, alphabetic gamma.
There you go. And our great crew right there.
There they are. I was just mentioning them.
Hardest working guys in entertainment.
Oh, yeah. And what's great about them all is that, you know, not only do you have the seasoned employees, but you've got, you know, interns that are working those cameras, and, doing all kinds of production stuff to make this come to you live. There they are again. Thank you, crew. Doing a great job.
Under a minute to play here in the first half. Daytona State needs to get a little bit of momentum here. Take it to the locker room. That would go a long way.
With the quickness of pace, right, going north and south, you know, that's obviously going to create a lot more turnovers, and that's what we've seen. on both sides.
Now it's Mackey. Off the glass and in. Tanae Mackey.
Yeah. Yeah, our fans from the side where you can't see, they were just jumping up here. And when I say our fans, it's just because it's the home team. But certainly they were excited. They're not in view as to where the camera is right now, but there is a number of fans here tonight.
Falcons with another chance here. Wheeler has it poked away once more. She's trying to put it on the deck, and Santa Fe is anticipating it and poking it away. Another three comes off long. And let's see who's going to get assessed for the foul here.
I think Bryant thought that she caught that clean, and it wasn't Bryant. Originally, we had thought that the foul was against Daytona State, but not so. It was against Vargas, number 14, Santa Fe.
Shayla Bowie sizing things up. Keep an eye on the clock, 15 seconds before halftime. Wheeler. Ball handling here not crisp by the Falcons. Can they get a good shot off? Shayla Bowie thinking about it. 3 seconds. Got to fire it up. Mackey does just that. And it's on top of the backboard to take us to the end of the first half. So not a good possession to end half number one. There were some good things for Daytona State, but Santa Fe, with absolutely no pressure on them whatsoever, Ted, they are playing at the top of their game here at the Mullet.
Oh, they're looking good. And for a team that does not have currently even a 500 record or winning record, they're looking like they should have a 500 record at least. Looking really good, especially between, Brown and Reddick. Looking really, and Vargas. Boy, those three have been called out a lot.
So halftime here inside the Lemarant Center. Great to have you with us. 28-22. The Saints over the Falcons. Halftime festivities. Now we get an up-close look at the program and the first-year head coach, Tron Griffin, for Daytona State.
My name is Tron Griffin. I'm the head women's basketball coach here at Daytona State. Basketball has always been a first love for me. Obviously, I'm a large guy. I played football. Football paid the bills for me to go to school. It got me through, but I had a phenomenal basketball coach in high school, an amazing guy, Terry McCarter, who introduced basketball to me in a different light. Just the team, the camaraderie, the chemistry, the fatherly advice, the mentorship, the friendship. So he was the one that actually gave me my first opportunity once I got done playing at Bethune-Cookman. And, from there, he's just been a guy that I've always tried to emulate in the lives of my young student athletes. He passed away about 2.5 years ago. It was a big dagger to the basketball community, but I just kind of try to continue to live and do for others as I know he would have done the same way that he did for me. So it's definitely impactful. So I've been coaching now for about 17 years. So I've been some of everywhere. I started out playing. I played at Bethune-Cookman University. I went right into coaching after I got done. So I started as a high school boys JV coach. From there, I moved on and became a junior college assistant at Florida State College of Jacksonville. I've bounced around to a few places, came back and coached at Bethune-Cookman. I've been at Prairie View A&M University. I was a head coach at Truett McConnell University in North Georgia. Was an assistant coach at Georgia State. Moved back down to Florida, was at Stetson University, and then more recently, right before this job, I was the athletic director at Atlantic High School down the road. So that's how I ended up here at Daytona State. It's been a phenomenal journey to get back here in Volusia County to such a wonderful school. So my coaching style, I'm a family guy. Married, wonderful wife, Sheena. We have 2 beautiful daughters, Kamora and Kaden, and we have a 2-year-old son, Carson. So I am a family guy. I like to call myself a player's coach. I spend a lot of time with our players. We're a family, regardless of how high it is or how low it is. We make sure we spend time together as a family, get to know each other. So that's the first part, making sure that I, give them that family side of things. I am fiery. I'm a defensive coach, so we spend a lot of time on defense. We spend a lot of time on individual skill. But aside from that, I try to teach them the game of basketball just as I learned it. I learned it in high school, so I try to teach it to them. We're at a junior college, so this is 2 years. They're here to get developed both academically and athletically, but so they can move on to a 4-year school and really excel and take off and maximize their potential. Ever since I stepped on campus, it's just been a welcoming atmosphere from everyone. I heard people say it in my time in Volusia County before how great of a place Daytona State was, but you really don't know until you get here. DSC is a very, very, very special place, special people, and that's, I think, like any amazing place, the thing that makes it are the people. So it's been great thus far. Yeah, we're doing really well right now. We're 8-4. We just dropped a really big game on Saturday. Played number 25 team in the country, Eastern Florida State, but we're still sitting at 8-4, doing really, really well. I got this job pretty late, so I started early August, and I met my team 2 weeks later, and we hit the ground rolling. But in our 8-4 season, 3 of our losses have been the top 25 schools. But in the midst of all of that, we've also upset the number 15 team in the country. So we've got a lot of great things rolling. We have 6 sophomores right now, one of which is already committed to move on and play at the next level, which is one of our sophomores, Shayla Bowie. She's a returner from last year's team. She'll be moving on to play at the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. We have 2 other sophomores that are getting highly recruited to move on to 4-year schools, and we have 2 others that we're working on finding them opportunities. So a great group of girls. I have 14 just solid young ladies that I love both on and off the court. The basketball piece is just the icing on the cake.
Hello, and welcome to Daytona State College, where you can explore more than 100 1-, 2-, and 4-year programs that give you a clear pathway to a rewarding career with flexible opportunities for employment along the way. Visit any of our 5 campuses in Volusia and Flagler counties to see why so many have chosen Daytona State as the place to start. It's all right here. Quality programs, expert faculty, academic support and guidance when you need it, and a diversity of student life, including sports, arts and culture, and dozens of student clubs and activities guaranteed to get you into what we like to call the Daytona state of mind. It's easy to get started on your pathway to success. First, enroll in one of DSC's certificate programs. Some of them only take a few months and can lead to a job and maybe more certificates, like in business, IT, or one of the many skilled trade offerings. DSC offers top-notch public safety, workforce skills training, computer science, automotive, advanced manufacturing, and a host of other programs, as well as performing arts and music production. And don't forget about the amazing exhibitions in our internationally acclaimed Southeast Museum of Photography. Great nationally accredited programs, including nursing, cybersecurity, and engineering, along with surgical technology, live TV production, additive manufacturing, beverage science, optician technology, database technology, and lots of other choices with exceptional faculty who care about your success. Another option is to earn your university transfer degree, an Associate of Arts, or AA for short. This will guarantee you entry into a public Florida university and save you thousands of dollars. In fact, you can keep going and finish your bachelor's degree right here, close to home, and save thousands in tuition costs alone. Daytona State currently offers 11 bachelor's programs in business, education, information technology, engineering technology, and nursing, with more to come. One of our more popular programs is Daytona State's partnership with the University of Central Florida, called Direct Connect to UCF. It streamlines transfer as a junior right into a program of your choice at UCF. Plus, our articulation agreements with other 4-year colleges provide you with lots of options. Many of our associate and bachelor's programs offer online classes. Pick what works best for you, online, in class, or a combination of both. Earning your degree at Daytona State costs less than half of what it would at a university. Throw some financial aid into the mix, and you can easily fit college into your budget without being left with a ton of debt when you graduate. You can even apply to get a share of the nearly $1 million in scholarships the DSC Foundation awards every year. No matter where you live, there's a DSC campus nearby with advisors, tutors, writing center specialists, all the free academic support you need, wherever you are, no matter what degree you choose. Plus, Career Services provides job placement assistance, and each campus has a dedicated Veteran Center, meeting the needs of a surging population of military veterans. If exercise and sports are your thing, you'll want to check out DSC's Aquatics and Fitness Center, or cheer for our Falcon teams in basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, golf, and soccer, where our men's and women's teams have the run of the new soccer stadium, plus our newest sport, cross country. Being serious about your future should also mean being serious about having fun along the way. With diverse student activities, including nearly 50 student clubs, intramural sports, and student government, here you can create unique opportunities for friendship, learning, and leadership. Our new 84,000 square foot L. Gale Lemerand Student Center is the epicenter of student life on our Daytona Beach campus. Here you will find the library, writing center, career services, a dining area, as well as gaming stations and other student-centered activities. By now, you've no doubt got the picture. Your path starts at DSC. Wherever you're headed, you'll find more at Daytona State.
We understand this year has been overwhelming for most of our community. The struggle to take care of yourself and your family. The uncertainty. At Halifax Health, our doors are always open, and we're here to make you feel safe again. We're here so you don't have to hide from your health. We're here to take care of you. Halifax Health. Live your life well.
Halifax Health is partnering with Daytona State College to provide assistance for the education you need to start your healthcare career. You can find out more at halifaxhealth.org/education to employment. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Tremendous video, those packages offering so much what this institution has to offer. Daytona State College. If you've never been here, please pay us a visit. If you're looking for a place to go to school and continue your education, trust me, there is no better place to do that than right here at Daytona State College. And if you want to be a part of the athletic tradition that has put those banners in the rafters, Ted, the great athletic tradition led by Will Dunn, the athletic director, just continues to roll on.
Yeah, we're glad to still have them. You saw the banners, and there was another shot of another wall before with women's golf. I mean, and that's only what occurs here in the gymnasium as far as some of the banners that you've already seen. Obviously, golf is outside, and I mean, they couldn't find another place to put them, so they had to put them here. There's so many of them.
Well, how about the first half? Daytona State, they trailed by 6, and it was Santa Fe came out with the hot shooting. Daytona State had to take it to the goal, go to the free throw line, kind of get their points the hard way. They go inside a few times, Ted, but Santa Fe was able to just stay ahead, and their outside shooting was a little bit better.
Oh, certainly, probably a lot of bit better, right? They stand at 28. It's been all their starters, except for Olivia Smith, who have really, created all those points, 28 so far. And then off the bench, you have King and Curry adding another 6 as far as the bench players are concerned. So really, it's been a great game to watch, but just, like we mentioned before, 50-50 balls really been going toward Santa Fe's way, and that comes from hard work and being scrappy on the court, Drew.
Yeah, Malia Brown, the point guard for Santa Fe. She has done tremendous things thus far in this game, kind of controlling the tempo. Coach Griffin and Daytona State, they got to figure out a way, Ted, to kind of get her out of rhythm, wouldn't you say?
Oh, I would say definitely, and it certainly has been Wheeler that needs to show herself for this particular half, because she's kind of been out of step. Gordon started to show a little bit more, right, and getting in her groove toward I'd say toward the end of the second quarter. So really looking forward for something special, Drew, coming up.
Great head coaches tonight. Chanda Stebbins there, 2 decades at Santa Fe, the all-time winningest coach in Gainesville for the Saints. And Coach Griffin continues to build his resume here at Daytona State College. Just his first season for the big man on campus. And tell you what, he is going to be able to recruit anybody he wants in the summer of 2022 and beyond. Underway, second half here at the Lemarant Center.
Oh, talk about a luxury, though, for, Gainesville, University of Florida. You got Santa Fe right there in your backyard.
Olivia Smith just drops one right in. That's a great-looking mid-range jumper.
For Olivia, that's finally getting on the board. First 2 points of the game. Adding now to the lead by 8 points.
Shot selection will be key here for Daytona State. As they work this one around, 8 seconds to shoot. Burks, long-range shot. I mean, that one was from, that was from St. Augustine.
I thought it was a Steph Curry land. Steph Curry land for sure. Wow, great shot.
This is Malia Brown, that player I talked about. She has controlled the tempo. Reynolds off the dribble. See, they look very patient, very calm right now. They're getting the looks they want, Ted, and there's Smith again.
Right, each time they got trapped there, they swung it around.
But just when you feel like Daytona State is starting to get back into the game, Saints have an answer. Swing the ball. This is Gordon. She can't score. Wheeler on the inside. Up for the second chance, and she'll draw the foul.
I really like, though, what the Saints are doing with Wheeler. They're not letting Wheeler take that ball when it gets low. They're not letting her bring it up at all. And in most cases, they haven't fouled her.
Kara Wheeler adding tools to her game. You look in the scoring column, only 2 points here tonight. Out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, she averages 12 a game. Free throw shooting for the Falcons a little bit cold tonight as well. On the deck, Daytona State can't come up with it.
I thought Daytona State would.
That is a rare bad pass from Malaya Brown. And I thought maybe we'd get a backcourt, but the official allows it to play on.
Yeah, it was a tip. Bryant got a tip on that.
5 to shoot. Malaya Brown had it poked away. Good defense by Daytona State. And now Shayla Bowie. Bowie going strong. Three-pointer on the way. It's way long.
Just so strong.
Bowers. Offensive foul. So positioning that time from Burks. And there's Bowie. Bowie hit the deck harder.
Oh, great. Here's the replay. Great positioning by Bowie. Well, that was a tough one. That was a tough one as far as an offensive foul there.
Look at this shot. Off the glass, are you kidding me?
Oh, my.
Chimera Burks. She is a threat every time she steps into the gym. And she's shooting that one from the soccer fields, Ted. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Stebbins. Doesn't like the way momentum is shifting. Daytona State clawing their way back into this game. They're doing it. They're scrapping, Ted, trying to set the tone in these early minutes.
Honestly, they're just battening down the hatches, playing tough. And now what we've seen in these first almost 3 minutes gone by are some of those 50-50 balls that we mentioned before. They've been going in Daytona State's favor.
Saw Coach Stebbins not happy as she called the timeout for Santa Fe. Coach Griffin having his words with his team. You know, Coach Stebbins, one of her prize pupils for Santa Fe is a young lady by the name of Steffi Sorensen, who is very well known college basketball, high school basketball throughout the state of Florida, works for ESPN, also does some work for CBS and Fox Sports as well. Had the chance to be a guest on her podcast.
Wow.
A couple weeks ago, Ted, we talked about all sorts of things. Really an incredible player, former Miss Basketball in the state of Florida.
Drew, certainly with the acumen that you have for basketball and all these side stories, I'm absolutely amazed. Ooh.
Offensive foul. Jemiah Bryant gets called.
And I guess when they put you, Drew, on a podcast or a show, it's like Anchorman. You must be a big deal.
I have too many stories. I'm getting to the point where feeling a little bit old, Ted, you know?
You don't look
kind of like you, right?
Well, I'm looking and feeling. Come on.
Hey, it's all good, man. Good game we got here. Bowers into the front court for the Saints. Shayla Bowie defending. Here comes Reynolds. They run this high post, watch with the screens, and then they come off it. It's kind of like the old Phil Jackson offense, leaving lots of options. Tipped away that time. Here's a long shot from Reddick.
Whoa.
Good rebound by Bowers, and those rebounds have hurt the Falcons all night. How about that move?
Oh, wow.
Olivia Smith, the reverse.
Olivia Smith now with 4 points in this half. Great left hand there. Wonderfully done. Escapes being batted down by Wheeler.
Another three. She's hit 2 just in this half. Could not hit a third. And this is Reddick. Reddick goes strong, and there's Wheeler to deny. Reddick going to get called out of bounds. And a quick substitution. A Doubt Ring comes in. Isabella Reynolds takes a seat. There is Coach Stebbins.
How about Wheeler? Such a force in the center. Just taking care of business. Never seems alarmed. Same facial expression. You never can tell, elated, disappointed. I love it.
Quick move now to the baseline. Wheeler comes away. Here's a three from Burks. Wheeler, the offensive rebound, 2 shots.
Now notice, Wheeler never, and on occasion she was taking the ball down toward her knees, and then she was losing it or obviously getting hacked and maybe not called. In that particular case, she tried to keep the ball high, and I think that was the right play for her, and obviously got slapped on the wrist.
So Kiara Wheeler, freshman from Minneapolis again. It's been sort of an off night for her. Sometimes when you play a team that plays a completely different style and they kind of get after you, they swarm you, she just hasn't really looked comfortable on the floor.
How about this for a free throw statistic for both teams? Both teams are under 30% when their season average is over 60.
You're a stat machine, Ted, I'll tell you.
I mean, I'm just trying to walk in your shoes, just a tiny bit true.
Substitutions for both sides.
You know, from my wife's vantage point, I'm a fountain of useless knowledge. You have useful knowledge, Drew. I'll say that.
I don't know if I'd call it that. Certainly is knowledge, though. Reddick gets everybody set up. 5-point game. It's been about this way pretty much this entire game. Santa Fe has led for most of it.
How about Brown? I mean, she's all over the court right now, trying to get the ball.
Reynolds, and that mid-range jumper's been lethal.
I love what I'm seeing, really, from both teams. I mean, they're running all over the place, trying to create space, and each team is doing a darn good job.
Floater, baseline, Shayla Boyd.
Oh, with the sweet kiss off the glass. Inadvertently, of course, but it looked real good.
Daytona State trying to speed up Santa Fe, but the Saints doing a good job protecting the basketball. And here's again that offense. Again, watch the elbows of the free throw line. Hard drive, Wheeler, the great hands. And now it's Bowie. Tanaya Gordon, can she get it going for the Falcons? Floater in the lane, off the glass.
My goodness, she needed that because she gets an A for effort tonight. Just hasn't been dropping for her. That time, yes.
Now it's Bowers setting things up. Mackey, step for step, right there with her. Punch it inside. Player coming down the lane. Wheeler with a good board. Quick outlet pass, look out. Chimera Burks, bounce pass, score it! The break is perfect. Gordon puts it in.
Execution great there on the 2v1. Stebbins letting play continue.
Another bad pass, and right now, Santa Fe, Ted, starting to get a little uncomfortable here. And the pressure getting to them.
Yeah, swarm defense. Both sides of the court for Daytona State, and you can see it by the score, ladies and gents. We're at a 1-point deficit. They've come roaring back from an 8-point deficit.
Gordon, Burks, lost it, put it on the floor. Had it poked away. Alicia Curry now. Curry, spin move. Gets her own rebound. Again, that hard-nosed style, but an offensive foul.
Yeah.
A good job. Danae Mackey, Ted, got good position, and maybe a little acting job, still draws the foul.
Well, anytime you turn your torso like that and the elbow comes flying with it, referee, I believe that was referee Ray Wagner. He called that one. Saw it quickly. You know, if you're not careful and you end up elbowing in the face, I mean, you're looking at a flagrant foul there.
Daytona State has not led since the first quarter. They could retake the lead here with a bucket. Gordon. Another bad pass. And this is Bowers. Bowers gets it back. That's their shot.
How about that combo we've been talking about, Bowers and Brown? Those two have really lit it up tonight.
That was a really big shot as the Falcons were starting to really close in.
Be interesting to see how they reply to the message.
Wheeler will take the shot. Just a little short.
Wheeler certainly, at least right now, below her normal point average for the season.
Now it's Bowers guarded by Gordon. Seen just about everything here in this third quarter. Long distance shooting, great fast breaks, and great defense. Tania Gordon commits the foul.
I'm just wondering if Gordon's just trying a little bit too hard. You know, you saw that skier Schiffin, for the slalom, the Super G, skidding out both times. Sometimes there's a balance rather than trying 110%, finding that other groove. Oh, I'm surprised there. I thought Wheeler got right on top of that ball. It's the only time tonight that I've said anything about the refs.
Dowring goes to the line for the first time. She'll have 2 shots. Coach Griffin will use the opportunity to talk it over with his ladies. So Dowring, freshman out of Sydney, Australia, went to West Oaks Academy there. 6'1". Good-looking freshman here for the Saints. And I'll tell you what, for a team as talented as Santa Fe, it's hard to believe they're playing under 500 basketball. Coach Griffin wants to stop play once again, let his team get a breath. They've exerted a lot of energy here over the last 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, there's a great shot right now of the scrum as Tron Griffin espouses some different strategies, but you could tell some of those ladies are absolutely gassed. And this is a great timeout, get a water break. Let's think about it, let's regroup. Let's take in a little bit of oxygen, a little fuel for the body. And obviously their swarm defense before, which was, both, it was full court press almost the whole time from Daytona State defense. And it was really garnering some points. But now what we're looking at is after knocking on the doorstep to tie it or lead it, they're down 6.
Falcons had pulled close. Saints with a couple buckets. Little separation here, a 6-point lead, 41-35. Here's Gordon, went between the legs, attacked the baseline and put it off the glass.
So effective in a 1v1 or even 1v2. Gordon is.
Santa Fe making the most out of every possession. Malia Brown again, the trendsetter. Shayla Bowie, ball hawking. Good job of Bowie moving her feet, but still Malia Brown able to get it up and in. I'm telling you, she is going to be a find for some big-time university.
Yeah. If somebody hasn't scouted her up yet, they should be. Just doing everything right tonight and really enjoyed her play.
Now it's Gordon. Tried to pull up, came off long. Reddick again. Reddick thought about the 3. Coach Stebbins right behind her. Says, set it up, set it up. And now it's Brown. Gordon trying to stay with her, but she is breaking down the defense right now.
And for athletic as Gordon is, Brown made her look like she was standing still.
Another long 3. Can't hit her third in this quarter. Reddick, a bucket to end quarter number 3 and extend the lead to 10. So Daytona State, they get close, and a little bit of heartbreak there in the final minutes of the third quarter. 47-37, and the Falcons will be looking for answers here as we head into quarter number 4.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Odette Schlegel so much this game. Saw her against St. Pete. Saw her in some other games. Just haven't been out there.
So
there you can see her, number 20. Odette Schlegel from Hungary. And you can see Gordon also right there. I mean, gassed.
Well, leading scorer is Malia Brown for Santa Fe. 14 points for her for Daytona State. Chimera Burks with 11 points 10 for Gordon. Tania Gordon again picking it up here in the second half. There is the first-year head coach, Tron Griffin, and in the off-season, rather I should say during the Christmas break, the mini off-season, he challenged his team. He said, Ted, I want each and every one of you to run 2 miles during this time when we're not playing basketball. So each player back at their home or whether they were here in town had to run 2 miles, and every single player held up their end of the bargain. So they say, well, now's the time when that 2 miles and that staying in good cardio condition pays
Per
off.
day, right? Per day.
Yes.
I'm not, hopefully not for the whole 2 weeks.
No. Well, if it was me, it'd be for 2 weeks. But for these youngsters, I think 2 per day is pretty safe. Misfiring out of the timeout. And now Santa Fe controlling. Tania Bowers.
Yeah, now time is of the essence, below the 10-minute mark. Largest deficit for Daytona State of the evening, 10 points.
Here's Reddick. Waits for the flasher. She comes in and she'll be hammered. Olivia Smith got down to the block somehow. We're able to get it to her. That's just great patience. And I'll tell you what, Coach Stebbins is making sure her team runs their offense properly tonight. Wheeler checks in.
Oh, she's got to tie her laces. I hope somebody tells her, okay, for Wheeler there, yeah.
Olivia Smith, freshman out of Atlanta.
I love how Santa Fe, especially tonight, has looked at how congested the middle gets, and then they immediately throw it onto the wings. Then they push out, right, that zone defense and immediately find somebody again inside. And they've been doing that quite a bit, you know, both inside and outside effectively. Been working for them.
Largest lead, 12 points. Trying to cut into it. Another 3 misfired. And if you're Daytona State, you can't get it all back in one possession. You got to chip away. Plenty of time to do it. But you sense the frustration at this point in the game. Falcons have not really been able to exert their will yet on Santa Fe. And by this point, Daytona State expected to sort of have things in control.
Given, you know, February 4th and the last meeting, and DSC taking care of business at the Saints' home court, Tron Griffin's got to be perplexed.
Wheeler with the board. Lots of work to do for the Falcons. This would be a great test if Daytona State can at least challenge, play tight towards the finish. It'll make this team better as they head down the stretch here of the season. And we're going to have a foul. And that foul was on Olivia Smith.
You know, I was mentioning how some of the Daytona State squad was, you know, just really heavy breathing and looking a little bit gassed. And I think, you know, probably what works here is work smarter and not harder.
That's a good way to start there, Shayla Bowie.
Those are, I mean, fouls that you don't need to make.
You're never completely out of it with the three-point shot in college basketball. So Daytona State, they've been really spotty shooting the three all night long. If they can get hot here in this fourth quarter, anything's possible. Reddick guarded by Gordon. The ball gets away. So Malaya Brown, that's a rare time she has let a ball slip through her fingertips tonight. She has been brilliant.
I mean, for as good as she's been, you can certainly take that one incident.
Downstairs to Wheeler. Up and in.
Wow. And that might be exactly the lit fuse they need.
So finally, they're able to get Wheeler isolated. Every time tonight they've tried to get her the basketball, she's had 3 players around her. There it's 1v1, and she makes them pay. Defense, the help got there late. And let's see if she can finish off the 3-point play.
Hasn't made one tonight, but there it is.
Right back in it, Teddy.
Yeah.
Tipped away. Falcons have another opportunity. This is Tanaya Gordon. Wheeler can't score. One more time, it's short. 3 try. It's good.
You know, I was thinking this before, and I should have said it because I would have sounded like some sort of Nostradamus. But I was thinking to myself, one player is really going to need to ignite here for Daytona State to come alive. One player to just really start showing up and showing out. And right now it's Wheeler.
So make it 6 points in a row for Kiara Wheeler. And we have got a brand new basketball game.
Boy, that changed quick. How'd
Malia Brown. Too much on that one. Olivia Smith tries to clear it. Now she'll take it back up, and a foul on Blessing Ako.
Wow. Ever so slight, but it looked like a foul. Gotta raise your hand straight up. Anytime you're going at an angle, especially a severe angle like you're gonna see right here, folks. There it is, right on the wrist. Try to go for the ball, for the block.
So the lead that was 12 now cut to 3. And Olivia Smith able to get 1 of 2 for Santa Fe. 50-46. Should be a fun ride here this last 7 minutes. Drew Felios with Ted Sofianos here at Daytona State College, along with the great crew at WDSC TV. Malia Brown racing ahead of the pack. And again, just when you think Daytona State is going to overtake these Saints, they come up with a big play.
I do think Brown is the fastest lady on the court. So speedy and just great body control. Great asset to those Lady Saints.
Quick move. Able to keep her footing. There's Wheeler again battling. All of a sudden, Wheeler getting her hands on everything. Burks. Gordon right back out to Burks. 3-pointer. In and out. Gordon comes hard for the rebound. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's going to belong to Santa Fe.
Still, referee crew just doing an outstanding job tonight. Hats off to them.
Well, you can accelerate your education by taking advantage of the incredible opportunities offered through Halifax Health Partnership with Daytona State College. If you want a rewarding career in healthcare, find out how we can help. halifaxhealth.org/education to employment. And the official healthcare provider for Daytona State Athletics.
There's that stubborn defense shown by Daytona State, causing the turnover.
I'll tell you what, you got to love the effort. Things have not gone Daytona State's way tonight, but Coach Griffin and his ladies continue to battle there in this game. Chimera Burks sizing things up. You see that 2-3 zone, nice and compact for Santa Fe. Tanaya Gordon looking for an opening, dishes it out, and that's a travel by Mackey.
Yeah, she knew what she wanted to do, and the mind worked faster than the feet on that one.
And Coach Griffin's going to have some film to show Mackey tomorrow, Ted. Certain instances, you got to be decisive offensively. Got to know when to shoot when the shot clock is winding down, and know when to just keep your footing.
I was surprised right there that Brown didn't just go at. There was 2 Falcons and 2 Saints, and I was that favors Brown every time.
Gordon whips it out. Wheeler thought about it, kicks it out. 3-pointer wide open. Battling for the rebound. Gordon inside. She can't put it in. Daytona State continues to hammer the boards. Bryant was hit on the arm.
Yeah, great job. And right now, Daytona State had the 3 bigs in there right under the rim, and we're pulling down the rebounds one after another. Obviously, it's been second chance points that have helped Daytona State scratch back to a 6-point deficit.
So got to clean some wet spots down there as multiple players were hitting the deck. Lily Dunaway, credit to her for coming off the bench to make sure things are nice and tidy, ready to go. Coach Stebbins, 2 decades of coaching for Santa Fe right now. She's coaching a phenomenal game. Let's see if Jemiah Bryant and the Falcons can pull closer here. First free throw, no good. Time not really a factor just yet. 5:11, plenty of time for Daytona State. Bryant does most of the dirty work for the Falcons. Doesn't score a lot, but makes a lot happen. There's Wheeler one more time. Gordon tries to power it up. Just a tough break.
How about the hands? That's obviously frustrating for Daytona State, but Reddick with the hands, just amazing job.
Not much has come easy tonight for Daytona State. So on that last possession, Ted, multiple chances at it, just couldn't put it in.
Well, right now, the Saints are 2-5. You know, if they win this, sloppy handling there by Bowie.
And here's Malaya Brown. She has it blocked. Great hustle play.
And great no call again by the refs, getting it right.
Jemiah Bryant, so good defensively, just not going to let it happen on her watch. And this is Bowers. 10 seconds on the shot clock. There's that mid-range jumper again. It's long this time.
Okay.
Now, this is the point if you're Daytona State. You have to make the most of every possession. You cannot have bad shots or turnovers. And Coach Griffin knows that.
Yeah. He was just barking out orders. He was saying, slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. Let's regroup. Because you ended up having Bryant coming down quick, dribbling into a 5-person defense.
Well, we invite you to hit us up on social media at Twitter at DSC Falcon Sports, Facebook at Daytona State College Athletics, and Instagram at DSC Falcon Sports. Hit us up on social media, as of course the student athletes here very active on social media. I know you're active, Ted. You've got a Instagram account, probably, right?
You kidding me? Oh my God.
Well,
I struggled with Facebook because I found out that
well, let's talk about the upcoming schedule. We'll get
I'll
back
get
to
back to that
Ted's
in a minute.
Instagram in a moment. Men's basketball is coming up a little bit later tonight, and softball on February 24th. March 29th, softball, and then baseball on April 4th. So we take you into the conclusion of 2022. Great move by Tanaya Gordon.
And that's what kind of Gordon's been missing throughout the evening, are those easy layups, easy buckets, but boy, that was just beautiful. And man, can she rise up quick.
4-point game. Daytona State right where they want to be. How about that teardropper, though? Big shot by Bowers.
Wow, nothing but the net. Nothing but the bottom of the net there. So whoosh. Daytona State, Drew, really needs to answer here.
You know, we always love the home team, but Santa Fe, they have really been impressive tonight. Gotta love the work they're doing as well. This is just great NJCAA competition on both sides.
Oh yeah, and again, if they win,
Gordon tries to match it. Right back up. Flying into your picture. This is Burks. Top of the key. It's good. Shayla Bowie dials one up.
Bowie shows no fear.
What you can do, I can do better. Big possession here. Malaya Brown, wide open the lane is, and she takes it right down memory lane. Bleskina-Co will come into the game here, or at least look like she was going to check in. Now she'll come back to the table, and she will replace Jemiah Bryant.
And we got a timeout by Stebbins.
So 57-51. And again, Daytona State knocking on the door. They're right there on the doorstep. And every time it looks like they're about to run through, Santa Fe shuts it right in their face.
Yes, yeah, and we've seen that quite a few times. You know, there's going to be ebbs and flows, right, with any team in a surge. But, you know, how well can you quell that surge, as Santa Fe has done each and every time Daytona State has come back?
So 57-51, 2:40 left to play. Ted, I think it's time for your Super Bowl prediction. Who do you like?
I like this guy, Burrows. And, you know, when you haven't won a title since, what is it, 88 for the Cincinnati Bengals.
No, I don't even think they won it in 8. They got to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Sam White, remember? Boomer Esiason.
Oh, yes, yeah. Boomer. Giants, you're bringing back memories now,
down in Miami.
Yeah.
Classic game, Joe Montana.
Boomer Esiason ended up going to the Giants. Stayed there for quite some time.
Shayla Bowie. 6 points the difference, 2:30 left to play. Bowie. 10 seconds to shoot. Gordon and Burks playing the weave. Right down the pipe. Tough shot. And we're going to get a fresh shot clock here for the Falcons as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, again, Daytona State not converting a lot, but the second chance points, that's where they've been strong.
So Shayla Bowie will inbound it. And here's a three for Burks. Good job by Wheeler, again, getting her hands on it, but those shots close in have been just not going down tonight. A jump ball, Daytona will get it back.
Daytona State again with to be the third chance on this possession on their offensive end. I mean, it's certainly not a lack of effort as far as the deficit's concerned for DSC.
Shayla Bowie here to inbound. 2 minutes to play. Wheeler. Good looking spin move. Just couldn't put it down again.
She had it. She had it. Just rushed it a little, just a tiny bit.
She's made great moves down there, just has not been able to cash in. And a tough night offensively.
Yeah, you know what's happening now, folks at home. Obviously an intentional foul there. You know, Coach Griffin has told DSC it's time. We're going to have to, play hack-a-shack.
Tanaya Bowers hits the first.
I mean, this is obviously a last-ditch effort to try to get back to even or more for DSC. Wow. Great job under pressure there. Both buckets converted.
Burks hard to the goal. Offensive, no, they're gonna say it counts. So it's a blocking foul, count the bucket. And right now, Coach Stebbins cannot believe it.
Yeah, because it did look like the heels were outside of the circle for the defender there for the Saints. Looked like she had good position for defense. Might be an and one here. But no, DSC has struggled from the line all night long.
Reddick fouled again.
So Drew, you think I have an Instagram? And the answer would be no, sir. But I learned the hard way. The only thing, as far as any social media account, the only thing that people want coming out of your mouth, like say, for instance, Facebook, is their opinions. So I learned just to keep a small, bubble of people, and that's it.
But I know you love to take selfies, though, right?
No,
not
actually.
Really.
I'm glad to say no. No, sir.
Couple more for Reddick. 90 seconds left to play. Time is running out on the Falcons. Daytona State needs to start thinking about threes. They'll take 2, though.
Wow.
And now they just need to play defense.
Man, like a hot, knife through butter was Bowie.
Denia Bowers fouled again. So the sophomore will have free throws once more.
The free throws and the clock going to be DSC's enemy right now.
That one comes off short. Still plenty of time on the clock, 1 minute, 15 seconds.
Yeah, for 6 points, yeah.
1 of 2.
Now it's going to be at least a 3-possession game for Daytona State, barring any fouls, of course, if there was a 3-and-1.
Gordon over to Wheeler. Wheeler off balance. Another one comes off the rim. Oh, just tough breaks for Kiara Wheeler.
Yeah, nothing really going down for Wheeler tonight. Very few shots. She did have that spurt of about, within 15 seconds, had 6 points go in. That was the highlight, though. Great on defense. Wheeler, great on defense tonight.
So it's been a great year inside the Lemarant Center here in 2021-2022. Had a fun volleyball season, and now our final basketball TV game next season. You have to think, Ted, with the brand new on-campus housing here at Daytona State, this place should be packed for athletic events. We can't wait.
With with Omicron, being hopefully stamped down or wiped out, one or the other, I think you're going to see the stands in every 2-year program much more full. I mean, that's all of our hopes, right, gang? Out there in TV land. I mean, we're all hoping for that. But you can't make that happen if you don't show up, folks. So come on down. I mean, we got a men's game coming up in just about a half an hour, right, Drew? Maybe 40 minutes.
Yep, there, look at some of the student body on to support their friends as they get set to suit up for Daytona State College. Daytona State and Santa Fe on the men's side coming up about 10 to 15 minutes after the conclusion of this broadcast. We hope to see you then.
So, Drew, you mentioned, volleyball, and you call volleyball. I mean, you do an incredible job when the sports that you call. I know you did pickleball, I heard you. I had to send you a text. My apologies. I know you were working, but you sounded so great. I think it was on a Sunday. I was enjoying it. I am a pickleballer, enjoying that sport.
It is blown up. Bowers fouled again. She has made a living at the line here in this fourth quarter. Yeah, and there's a great pickleball facility here in Daytona. It's called Pictona, right?
Yeah. And I know they're starting to become much more, I would say on the stage, on the national stage of pickleball, much more well known.
2 for 2 for Bowers. And that lead extended now to 9. Falcons need points, and they're not going to get it here.
Just like in the NFL, right? I mean, you got to look the ball into the grip. It's a great example of the camera work, as you could probably see. Took her eye off the ball, and that's what happens a lot. Bowers, how about Bowers, right? Bowers, Brown.
Looks like this is going to be a really good win for Santa Fe. And a real feather in their cap. Daytona State has had a great season. To go on the road and steal one like this, huge for their season and their future.
Yeah.
Shayla Bowie, tough to the goal, able to score. Ball on the ground. Finally, Reynolds picks it up.
Wow.
Coach Griffin asking for his team to foul. Players can't get to someone with the basketball. They finally do with 19 seconds. So remember, Daytona State, been a little bit of a bumpy season, not in terms of wins, losses, but I mean, they at one time went 29 days without playing a game from December to January. They had a big break, They've been fortunate, though. They've gotten most of the bounces coming down the stretch, but tonight just wasn't in the cards.
I just really love the effort of a team that's on paper, to me, much more skillful in person tonight. And that, of course, I'm talking about the Saints. Santa Fe Saints, I mean, a heck of a job thus far. I mean, yeah, we still got 19.8 seconds. I don't want to call it quits, right? But just really a lot of talent on that team. You know, 11, I mean, Ring, a real dominant force, right, as a center there. You know, equal to, you know, Wheeler, but perhaps tonight, maybe even a little bit better. You can't say it's been a lack of entertainment for tonight, huh, Drew? I mean, sitting here with you has been just phenomenal and a real enjoyable game, even though if the home team doesn't look like they're going to be able to pull it off.
So 67-57, just under 20 seconds left to play. And a game that was rescheduled here against Santa Fe. Looks like these two teams are going to split here this season. Burke's trying to inbound it, finally able to get it to Shayla Bowie. Bowie's able to keep her footing. Santa Fe still playing tough defense here. Bowie short on the shot, and that'll just about do it here. Under 7 seconds to play and a 10-point margin.
Yeah, I was hearing Reddick yell out to her Santa Fe squad, guys, no foul. No foul. We're in the driver's seat, so that'll do it.
So the Santa Fe Saints 67, Daytona State Falcons 57. There is the star of the game right there, Malia Brown for Santa Fe. As the Saints get it done, they'll improve to 11-12. Daytona State will fall to 11-6. Coach Stebbins' game plan, keep things spread. Shot selection was critical. Santa Fe able to control it using their guard play. And there, once again, is the final score. So 67-57, once again, Santa Fe over Daytona State. Halifax Health partnering with Daytona State to provide assistance for the education you need to start your healthcare career. Find out more, halifaxhealth.org/education to employment, the official healthcare provider for Daytona State College athletics. So it's the Falcons and it's the Saints. We've seen the women's version, and that's what's on deck. The men take the floor here momentarily from the Lemarant Center. Just halfway home on this Wednesday night of basketball. Still lots more to come here on WDSC TV. A fun-filled game, as Ted mentioned. Ted, once again, great work. We still got one more coming at you.
Oh, yeah.
Great job again by all of our crew. For Ted Sofianos and our entire crew here at Daytona State. I'm Drew Fellio saying so long, and we will see you in about 15 minutes live here from Daytona.